Hello everybody and welcome to Empower Field at Mile High Stadium for a battle in the highest altitude stadium in all of continental America. It's the Denver Broncos hosting the Tennessee Titans, the #1 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. Cam Ward ready to make his professional debut on the road in the Rocky Mountains. Looking forward to a big game here today in the AFC. Potential playoff seeding could come down to a game like this, especially for it seemed like the Denver Broncos that snuck in with a tail end victory over the Kansas City Chiefs, the team resting their starters in Week 18 last year. Broncos had a very good opening drive in that wild card matchup against Buffalo, and really that's about the only positive thing they could take away from that game. But Bo Nix had a terrific rookie season and looking to keep that up here in year number 2, trying to avoid a sophomore slump as the Denver Broncos looking for back-to-back postseason appearances for the first time since the Peyton Manning era. As we are underway from Mile High, a return will be taken here for the Tennessee Titans from the 6-yard line. It's DK inside the 25-yard line, and that is where Cam Ward will begin his NFL career. Been anticipating this game for quite some time now. Out of the University of Miami, where it's all sunshine and rainbows down there. Lighter air and a little bit colder here typically. Fortunately for him, it's September. Shouldn't affect him too badly in that regard. Welcome everybody joining me here today. SM LaShawn, everybody else joining me throughout. Looking forward to a terrific game here today for this rookie as he begins from under center here with Tony Pollard in his backfield. The former Cowboy hits the second level and picks up 4. This is going to be an offense that relies a lot on Tony Pollard to get Cam Ward comfortable earlier. Calvin Ridley is the wide receiver 1. Still got Tyler Lockett coming over this offseason, as well as Van Jefferson and Traylon Burks rounding out the wide receiver core. Chigo Okonkwo and Josh Wiley in there at tight end. Here is another carry for Tony Pollard. Picks up 3 that time and makes this a third and modest 3 to go. What up, Retro? What up, Buffalo Bills fan? Lockett in a Titans jersey looks very wrong. It does, doesn't it? 4 subs in a row. Terrific way to start. You'll love to see it. Cam Ward facing an early third down here in his NFL debut. And he will hand off again to Tony Pollard. Still no passes, and he will have to wait. Pollard taken down after a 1-yard pickup. There is Dre Greenlaw. And this is his first game as a Denver Bronco. Kind of lame we don't see any Cam Ward. You take him first overall, you don't use him at all in the opening drive. Hate to see it. Johnny Hekker on for the punt here. Another new face in Tennessee. Getting this one away. It's a beautiful punt. Fair caught by Marvin Mims at the 20. And so Bo Nix will take over. Bo knows it's the Bo Show. And it has been here in Denver for his rookie season. What a year he had. So many incredible games. It has been a lot of fun. What up, Devontae Prott? Running back Patience Craft doesn't even work in Madden. No, it does not. By the way, congratulations to you. You hold sole possession of first place in the Week 1 pick'em right now. As Bo Nix looks to go the full 80 yards on the opening drive and a terrific start. Here is the rookie R.J. Harvey. Off to a good start. Sorry, that is Jaleel McLaughlin. Wearing 38. R.J. Harvey will be the starting back for Denver. That is something that has changed here in around the last week. Expect these 2 running backs to exchange plays quite often. 2-headed monster brewing here in Denver. Big hit at the 29. A loss of a yard on the play. And trying to see who came up with that tackle there. May have been Cody Barton. Johnny Hekker, another former Panther. A lot of Panthers going all over the place. Xavier Woods as well now on the Tennessee Titans. This is a Tennessee team in a weaker division, hoping to compete very, very soon. That pass a little bit behind Cortland Sutton, but it works out nicely for a 10-yard pickup. And so 3rd and short coming up here for Bo Nix. Not afraid to throw the football whatsoever. Has had some terrific deep touchdowns in his career. Already, a lot of people speculated he was too old of a rookie to take a chance on Denver. Had no worries about Bo Nix stepping up in the pocket here, and he is sacked. 2-yard loss, but it doesn't matter. This drive is expired. And there is Draymond Jones, and it just seems like every new face is making a big play here today. Another addition this offseason to the Tennessee Titans. Joey Sly, their kicker as well, coming over from New England. And on the Broncos side, it's Evan Ingram, Dre Greenlaw, and Jade Barrett making their first appearances as Denver Broncos. This is a punt from Jeremy Crawshaw. And this will land at the 25. Woods fell off last season. I was going to speculate that. I feel like he had a very, very quiet year. Not very typical of him. Got to make sure. Did I throw my link in the Discord? I don't know if I forgot that or not. No, I think we're good. Okay, cool. A little bit of a quiet chat for Cam Ward's debut, but no passes yet. Will we see his first here on the second Tennessee drive? Still scoreless here in the first. Tony Pollard back to work, and he will roll over the tackler at the 34. 9-yard pickup. And so Pollard been doing all the work here so far. Joey Sly, another former Panther. Did everyone in the NFL just play for Carolina at some point? I feel like. Got to be the case. Got to be studied. Fourth carry already for Tony Pollard. It's a 9-yard pickup. Finally, some Cam Ward action. His first pass, and no, he is sacked by Zach Allen. Looking for it downfield, but as the number 1 overall pick, going to have to use an offensive line like that. It's not going to be easy. When you're first overall, you got to expect to get that football out in about 2 seconds. Welcome to the NFL, rookie. Big-time play from the defensive end here in Denver. Super underrated pass rush here in the mountains. 3rd and 8 for Cam Ward. Will he throw the football this time? Yes, he will. First completion and a first down for Tennessee. And this is Van Jefferson with the catch and the moving of the chains. 5 minutes into the first quarter, Tennessee collects their opening first down. Looking to keep the drive going here. Josh Wiley, the backup tight end, acting as a fullback on 1st and 10. Handoff is to Pollard, looking for somewhere to go, and cannot hit the exterior. What up, John Zeller? Thanks to the wife for reminding me to stream. There you go. Haven't missed much so far. Titans went 3 and out. Cam Ward didn't even throw a pass until that first down right there. And the Broncos picked up 1 first down, and that was that. Cam Ward, though, definitely throwing the football this time around, unless he is going to motion Calvin Ridley to the backfield, which he changes his mind. Going down the field, sideline pass, incomplete. And that is a man you do not want to test if you don't have to. PS2, Defensive Player of the Year. First cornerback to win that since Stephon Gilmore in his New England Patriot days. It has been a while, reminiscing over that one for some time. Bronco fans feel like they have their defense. That could take them far. Just got to be the offense that gets in rhythm throughout the season. Ward hit as he throws, delivers this one anyway to Van Jefferson. Another Titan first down. And that is exactly why Tennessee drafted this guy. Was not even a question at number 1 overall. Minus 20,000 odds to be taken at that top spot. Able to fire in accurate throws through contact. Doesn't matter the situation you put him in. He is ready to succeed. And he has his offense here at the midfield stripe. A jet sweep is going to Van Jefferson. Downfield blocking. Hits the sideline inside the 30. And it has been all Van Jefferson so far. Spent a season in Pittsburgh last year, and other than that, been an LA Ram. Gilmore was a former Panther. You're not wrong there. Just a tiny bit of time. Tennessee knocking on the doorstep of the red zone here on a 1st and 10. Motion man this time is going the wrong direction. This is Lockett. And Zach Allen has the TFL in addition to his sack earlier this drive. Let me see if I can pull up the Google form here to get the breakdown of the pick'em today. Kind of expect a biased one. 2nd down and a dozen here for Cam Ward. 5 wide is the Tennessee offense. High snap is collected. Ward going deep down the sideline. What a catch. Diving attempt to the 4-yard line. And the Titans set up 1st and goal. Got to put this one to music. Beautiful football. Only place it could have been. And what a catch over the shoulder for Tyler Lockett. Wow. And the pick'em distribution for today is 19-8 in favor of Denver. But a possible upset brewing here. Little RPO action is caught on the outside by Ridley and shut out for now at the 2-yard line by Alex Singleton. That's where Cody Barton came from. Kind of forgot about that for a minute. He came from the Denver Broncos, played alongside Alex Singleton. So on opposite sidelines now, going to be interesting as we have hit the end of one here in Denver, all squared away at 0. Welcome back, Boombox Betting. Denver D is not allowing anything like this. Hella fake. Yeah, it happens though. Just a terrific play from the former Seattle Seahawks. 2nd and goal, handoff is to Pollard, looking to walk into the end zone. Meets a man named Alex Singleton at the half-yard line, and he is denied for another play. That'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Sometimes plays like that, you just got to look at your defense and go, you know what? Can't play that much better. It happens. Not a running back in sight here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Cam Ward looking to do it himself. Back corner, almost intercepted, and it probably should have been. Looks like that was Talanoa Hufanga, San Francisco 49er most recently, with his first big play here in this one. And the Titans will settle for a field goal from the 1-yard line. Here is Joey Sly, up and good. Titans lead by a field goal early. Kind of surprised they didn't go for it there, or at least line up to run the football on 3rd down. Tony Pollard been doing most of the work, but Cam Ward gets them on the board first here at Power Field, Mile High Stadium. Good start for Tennessee, can't complain. Bo Nix, though, looking to take the lead here at home. Sly on for the kickoff. Marvin Mims ready to return this one. A dangerous return man. Big time top speed. Good return to the 30. And Bo Nix will take back over from here. Former Oregon Duck. A lot of Oregon quarterbacks starting to succeed. Wasn't a place really of succession. And I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Marcus Mariota really turned the tide when it came to Oregon quarterbacks. Didn't really succeed at a high level. He himself had most of his starts in Tennessee. But now the Oregon Duck, Bo Nix, looking for his own chapter as Jaleel McLaughlin picks up 5 on the opening play of this drive. Him, Audric Estime, and R.J. Harvey, the rookie, as I mentioned earlier, will be splitting reps for the most part, assuming they will probably find their Week 1 starter during the preseason or training camp. Right now it seems it is pretty up in the air. Denver hasn't had a solid running back in quite some time, though. That pass down the middle, hauled in by Marvin Mims. Up to the 47, good throw there from Bo Nix. Definitely something the Denver Broncos are going to want to take advantage of is a somewhat weaker defense in Tennessee. Devondre Sweat, Keandre Coburn, Sebastian Joseph Day, Jeffrey Simmons make up the defensive line. Draymond Jones, Cody Barton, Otis Reese, and Arden Key making up the linebacking core here as Tennessee rushes by. Doesn't phase Bo Nix. Good check down for a pickup of 5 yards into Tennessee territory for the first time today. Secondary, though, does look a little bit better for Tennessee. May keep Bo Nix from going deep downfield. L'Jarius Sneed, a longtime Kansas City Chief. Jarvis Brownlee Jr., Roger McCreary, Amani Hooker, and Xavier Woods, the former Carolina Panthers. Sideline pass is complete, and that'll be a first down. Good throw there by Bo Nix. Broncos will move the chains. Very nicely done. And that'll put Denver up to the Tennessee 41-yard line. Strong side blitzer coming. It's picked up by McLaughlin. Well played there on the check down to Cortland Sutton. And again, it's a 5-yard pickup. Denver loving their little underneath passes. Can't blame them. Whatever Tennessee hands them, they will take. Name of the game in football, march down the field, do not rush it. And they are not whatsoever. This time it is R.J. Harvey in the backfield. And he will block for Bo Nix. There's another check down right through the hands of Marvin Mims. That'll go down as a drop. And a pretty brutal one at that. Would have been a first down, instead brings up 3rd and 5. And Will Lutz, the kicker, could hit one home here from 52, but would prefer an extra point instead. They will have to deal with the drop there from Mims, though. On 3rd and 5, Nick's looking to earn it back. A little bit inaccurate. No big deal for Cortland Sutton. Inside the 30. Drive continues for the Denver Broncos. What we got tonight in NBA and NHL? I know the Oilers play tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Pacers Knicks already going on. Pacers up 7. And the Oilers and Stars starting soon in Game 2. Dallas up 1-0 in that series. High formation look here for Denver. Play action pass coming for Bo Nix, firing this one down the field, and a perfect pass to Sutton in the corner at the 1-yard line. Snead saves the touchdown. Not sure how long that'll last, though. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. What a pass from Bo Nix. Been a great drive so far. Denver looking to finish it off here with a handoff to R.J. Harvey, and he is shut out for one more play. Denver recovered quick from that rush trade in a good spot with Peyton. I agree. I think Denver actually needs applauded very heavily for getting out of that jam. That was a miserable trade, and it set the Browns back 5 or 6 years, but it only set Denver back about 1 or 2. Good for them for realizing the situation. And as mentioned earlier, it feels like they have their guy here in Denver, passing this one back in the end zone, and the Broncos are ahead. It's Cortland Sutton. 70-yard drive there from Bo Nix ends in a touchdown, just as they had it drawn up. Broncos lead at home. Just about what I expect out of Denver this season. Should have a lot more hope to be in a higher playoff spot. Not sure if they are good enough to compete with the 4-time defending AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. I guess it is 3 times. Bengals did beat them in between that, so 4 of the last 5, though. But they have won the AFC West every year for the last, what? Trying to think. I actually think they may have won it 10 years in a row. 9, maybe? Denver won it in what, 15? I don't think, did the Chargers win it in like 16 or 17? I don't think so. Not sure I remember. Tennessee ready to rebuttal. It's DK from inside his own 5, tackled at the 26. And looks like he is shaken up on the play. And there goes another Tennessee returnment. What up, Leff? Cam Ward, here we go. He is off to a pretty decent start, sacked on his first passing attempt. Other than that, though, been pretty accurate, picking out Van Jefferson and Tyler Lockett. A pretty successful drive for Tennessee, though. They want a touchdown here. Cam Ward off the play action. What he loves most, going downfield and connecting with Lockett again. It's the former Seahawk. How many years in a row Kansas City has won the AFC West? That was the question. I know they've won it at least 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 7 years minimum, I know for a fact. As the Miami Hurricane from under center. Going bootleg this time, stepping back right, firing sideline, and that is a complete good choice. Think the Broncos go 7-10? Yeah. That's a fair shout. I'm yet to look at their schedule. Let me see what I had them, actually. Let me go to my playoff predictor and see what I had them after this play. That is a veteran decision there from the rookie quarterback, getting rid of that football. Realizing the situation, live to see another day. Check it down to Chigo Conquo. Nice little 4-yard check down. All right, let me bring up my playoff predictors. Did this a couple of nights ago. Yeah, I had Denver as the 6th seed at 10-7. So, somewhere around 7-10 to 10-7, I feel like. Spell a PS2 pick could happen. Might be due. Defending at the top of the screen here. On a 3rd and 6, just before the 2-minute warning. Ward, air under this one, going downfield for a diving. Calvin Ridley couldn't bring it in. Riley Moss on the coverage, a guy that Denver really kind of wishes they moved on from. He had a really, really bad second half of the season. Was getting torched by Jamar Chase and T. Higgins in that game against Cincinnati And a punt coming up here for Johnny Hecker. Gets this one away. High arcing kick. And some returnability here for Marvin Mims, unable to break away from the 20 as we have hit the 2-minute warning. Here at Mile High, it's the Broncos 7, the Titans 3. With Denver looking to add to their lead before halftime. Pete Carroll's low-key a better coach than Peyton? Absolutely. I concur. Pete Carroll with the Raiders might be dangerous. Giving that man a running back at Ashton Jeanty, watch out. Couple of stack targets here. Looks like Evan Ingram is one of them. On 1st and 10, 2-minute drill time for Bo Nix, well protected, and going downfield, finding an open Marvin Mims. Good pass from Bo Nix. Brock Bowers too, yeah. But I'm saying, the things that man did with Marshawn Lynch, granted, most of it was just raw talent from Marshawn. You know how dangerous that's going to be to have Ashton Jeanty at the helm of Pete Carroll. Denver in the no-huddle here, preserving those 3 timeouts. Good play there. I think both teams will be happy with that result. 4-yard gain from Denver, 20 seconds off the clock in favor of Tennessee. Brings up 2nd and 6. Into the final minute now of the opening half. Denver still okay with not burning a timeout yet. Bo Nix with a bunch formation right. And how about right back down the middle, finds his running back, Jaleel McLaughlin, for the first down catch. And the first Denver timeout is a good sign for me to remind you, if you have not yet already, drop a like on the stream. Gonna shoot for 10 today. Been a fairly quiet one. Some old familiar faces in chat, though. Glad to have you guys returning for year number 4 of the Sim season. Our first 4 o'clock game of week number 1 here in Denver. Niners taking on Seattle tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. 4-man rush here for Tennessee. And some good blocking out in front for Jaleel McLaughlin. Diving forward with an 11-yard pickup on the play. Arrow up on the Raiders for sure. Yeah, I would agree. Not sure how they can get much worse. Granted, the end of the year, I feel like they had a couple wins they wish they didn't get. I still think they got their guy, though. So some wins down the stretch. Didn't matter a ton in the end, but they will take it. Catch on the outside made by Cortland Sutton. Catch number 6 today, including that touchdown. Having himself a terrific first half. Slow to get up as Denver burns their 2nd timeout. 21-6 of the clock and 1 remaining for the Broncos. Old Power Field at Mile High has not seen a home playoff game in a decade now. Of course, everyone in the building remembers Peyton Manning's Super Bowl 50 victory over the Carolina Panthers. Bo Nix running for his life. Sidearm pass wide open downfield. Evan Ingram. What a throw from Bo. And the Broncos not going to settle for a field goal. They get it all. And it's the former Jacksonville Jaguar with his 2nd catch today, unaccounted for in the secondary. Walks into the end zone for the Bronco touchdown. PS2 is a Bama boy, I believe. Yeah, the Nick Saban talent, man, it's just unbelievable. I don't know if there is a team without an Alabama superstar on offense or defense. If you can name one, let me know. Extra point coming up for Will Lutz. On the way. And good. Got to be the friendliest place to be a kicker, I feel like. Matt Prater, of course, broke the record here in 2014 or 2015. What up, Just Kids? Broncos are helping you out today with a 64-yarder. Obviously, Justin Tucker now holds the record from 66. That may live in infamy, though, depending on what happens with his legal matters. I'll just leave it at that for now. Ravens, Marlon Humphrey, yep. Browns, Jerry Jeudy. Was Amari Cooper. As this kick winds up way back. Didn't even hit the end zone. Guaranteed touchback. And Tennessee does have all 3 timeouts. Do they trust their rookie to go downfield and get him 3? We'll see. Brandon Aubrey definitely going to break the record. What up, A-Rod? Right team won yesterday? Hey, that's up to your opinion. Going to be a rush here for Tony Pollard. And depending on where this ends up, we may or may not hit halftime. With the motion man, actually Cam Ward looking to throw the football. Just going to check it down to Pollard, though. And he will lose 2, and we will head to halftime with the Broncos ahead 11, getting the football to begin the third quarter, 14-3 after 2 from Empower Field at Mile High Stadium. But a very melancholy start, I would say, is the word to describe Cam Ward's debut here in Denver. Hasn't really done much. Made a 65-yarder with ease, true. I wish he kicked 70 against the Browns. That would have been very entertaining. Unfortunately, they changed their mind. He could hit it. I think 70 is where the record will be for a while. Once it's achieved, Dre Greenlaw's a wrecking ball. He's been nice. Marvin Mims on the return. Gets our second half underway here from Mile High, and he is met immediately at the 24. Otis Reese on the tackle. Out comes Bo Nix, ready for another scoring drive. See if he can produce. Broncos would go ahead 3 scores, and we really haven't had a blowout yet. I guess the Chargers' surprise upset win in Brazil. Maybe you could consider that a blowout. Only a 14-point win, though. Some stat padding late for Kansas City. Every other game this week has been pretty close for the most part. Here is the rookie R.J. Harvey, forward for 9 yards. And nobody even touched him until the 34. Only give him the 33, though. Watch his touchdown. Hafunga is nasty as well. One of my favorite safeties personally. Heavily underrated. Feel like he could be used nicely here in Denver. Looking like a rush coming up here for the Broncos. Bo Nix has different plans, though. Sets his feet, checks this one down dangerously, but complete anyway. And we'll see who comes up with this one. Looks like the fullback. And I'm not really sure who that is, to be honest with you. But a flash score in this game should be a blowout. Looking like it might be trending that direction. Knicks were robbed. Knicks did it to themselves. First minute into this one. Denver picking up where they left off in the last half. Good pass there. And again, it's Cortland Sutton. Bo Nix starting to feel himself here. 2 touchdowns. Just under 200 yards passing. Adding 8 yards to his total this afternoon. Yeah, I got the Broncos coming in at 10-7, finishing as the 6th seed, in Tennessee 7-10 though. Neither one of these teams have too brutal of a schedule this season. Outside rush is going to create a 3rd and inches for R.J. Harvey. In front of Libby Dunn too. Yeah, that's crazy. Can't lie, that's got to be the most disappointing part. Watch this touchdown. Are we due for another one? We'll see. 3rd and maybe a centimeter here from the 48-yard line, but Bo Nix treating it like it's 1st and 10. All day to throw the football. Now going to step up, doing himself, and slide at the 46-yard line with 1st down yardage. Successful enough. That will do the trick. Into Tennessee territory. Cam Ward awaiting what could be his first touchdown drive. Tennessee just looking to stay in it here with their defense. Again, Bo Nix looking for the deep ball downfield, and he is throwing this one in stride to Marvin Mims, who will break away for the touchdown. The hat trick for Bo Nix. Wow. Not a sophomore slump in sight. Wow, I really botched that one. Not a sophomore slump in sight there. That's a tongue twister. Marvin Mims goes the distance. And that is a 46-yard touchdown for the Denver Broncos to take a 3-score lead. That is a she sells seashells by the seashore type of sentence right there. I can get through that one clean, though. Go figure. I'm actually surprised how many pick'ems took Tennessee today. 8 people. Really? Really? On the road and everything. Wow. The extra point on the way. And good for Will Lutz. A-Rock called it. There you go. Yeah, how are the Knicks doing today? I feel like most of my audience is probably busy watching the NBA Final or Eastern Conference Finals, game number 2. So cheers to you guys for sticking in there, maybe watching on 2 devices, but enjoying the stream nonetheless. Very much appreciated. Very, very good week on my channel. Had a lot of love on the live streams and some of the highlight videos. Great start to year number 4. Tennessee back to it. And a return up to the 25-yard line. Cam Ward looking to get going. Effective immediately. Trailing by 18. Not looking too good. Losing by 3, unfortunately. It'll be all right. Also need to watch SmackDown. There's a lot going on tonight. See, in my WWE era, it was Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown, but we move. Opening drive of the third quarter here for Tennessee. Cam Ward still eyeing that first career touchdown. Going deep, wants it here, and he will be denied by Nick Benito, it looks like. That's definitely not right. Now, Benito wearing number 15. That is incorrect. Broncos jerseys make a 12 and a 5, or a 2 and a 5 look very similar, unfortunately. Pass break up there. Saves a deep first down. Here's Tony Pollard looking to hit the outside. And he will hit Riley Moss instead at the 29-yard line. 4-yard pickup brings up third down. Preying on the rookie's downfall, A-Rod is unfortunate. Johnny Barron. That is the, yeah, I don't have his number down. That would make sense. Appreciate it, SM. Titans looking for their third down conversion of the contest here. On a 3rd and 6, Cam Ward going deep over the shoulder of Chigo Okonkwo. Good throw and good catch across midfield. You're a Jags fan, so yeah, that's fair enough. Don't forget to check out the Panthers-Jags highlights. Those came out about 2 hours ago. Very good game in week number 1. Thoroughly entertaining. Travis Hunter and Jimmy Horn Jr. on opposite sides of the football over there. In a very entertaining game earlier, as that check down knocked out of the hands of Tyler Lockett, being helped to his feet here very kindly by Dre Greenlaw. Wrong team one, I'd rather not. Okay, that's fair. Hey, Travis Hunter scored, though. There's that consolation prize. Calvin Ridley working on Riley Moss here. On 2nd and 10, screen pass set up to Pollard. No blocking out in front. He is pushed backwards for a loss of 1. It's Alex Singleton on the TFL. Tennessee scores somebody. Needs to be cut in Denver. I mean, if you give up a garbage time touchdown, I'm sure you won't mind. Needs to happen for the clickbait for me personally. We'll see. Ward going to have to work an uphill battle here on 3rd and 11. Wide receiver screen set up to Tyler Lockett. 5 yards only. No mercy. All right, team 1. We had a lot of upsets this week. I feel like, I don't know, I think Carolina is the underdog in week 1. Not confident in that answer, but I'm pretty sure. Giants winning as well. The Chargers winning too in Brazil. Johnny Hekker on for the punt here for Tennessee, getting this one away towards the back corner pylon, out of bounds at the 13. And Bo will take back over. Looking for an 87-yard touchdown drive, and he could probably rest for the remainder of the contest. Since when is Johnny Hekker a journeyman? You know what? There's a lot of new faces on the football field here today for both these teams. But obviously, Denver performing a bit better. Pump fake, and now a pass downfield, caught in stride by Evan Ingram, searching for that second deep touchdown. As Bo Nix adding to his 200-yard day, now up to 234 with all 3 touchdowns, tormenting this Tennessee secondary. And they got to be gassed right now. Their offense cannot stay on the field. Broncos have been setting the pace from the jump here at home. Looking for a 1-0 start in Denver. Good cutback there from the rookie R.J. Harvey. Seeking 7 on that handoff. Why is he a Titan? I don't know. Who was Tennessee's punter last year? Not that I'll remember that. I'm just asking in general. 2 to go here in the third quarter. Looks like R.J. Harvey off the play action, and Nix is going to find another one of his targets. Let's see who that is. This time it is Devon Vele across the 50-yard line. Denver cools off from last season, finishes 7-10. They win the division next year. Okay, I like that. Bit of a futures prediction. I'm cool with it. Extra big man out there on 1st and 10. And a handoff is going to the outside to R.J. Harvey. Made a man miss there. at the 43. It extends that a yard further. And route to 5. Denver going to be better this year than last. I feel like it's going to come down to a few toss-up games in there. They probably have 5 guaranteed wins and probably 4 guaranteed losses. Into the final minute now of the third quarter. Some movement up front, and this looks like it is moving in favor of Denver, and it will. Harvey's probably conservatively rated. I think he's like a 72 or 3. He actually may be a 70 flat on this roster, because I think Cam Ward's a 73. And that offside penalty sets up 2nd and inches. Denver will take advantage of that. R.J. Harvey picks up the first down on a gain of 2. Kind of a little bit of a more boring game here in Denver. Didn't expect any fireworks, though, from the rookie in his first career game. Regardless, though, hopefully you guys will join me tomorrow for the Niners-Seahawks. Always a great NFC West battle out there. San Francisco back to healthy finally after a really disappointing Super Bowl appearance. Hangover up the sideline here. Good pass again. That is Adam Troutman. Inside the 25, he will take the back seat to Evan Ingram this year in the formation. And that should take us to the fourth quarter, and it will. Denver all over this one, 21-3. They lead. Didn't lead the whole time, though. Tennessee got out to a winning start, 3-0. Unable to find the end zone, and when Denver breaks free, they break free for good. Here is Bo Nix stepping up in the pocket. Gonna take what he is given. Another 13-yard rush up to the 11. Boombox Benny will be there. Heck yeah. Niners always have some very exciting Week 1 games. They don't always go according to plan. Usually it happens, though. Now from the 11-yard line, Nix back under center. Fake jet sweep handoff here is to Harvey. Lowers the helmet for 6 yards. Good carry there. All right. 5 yards to the end zone. Let's see. Can Denver put the finishing touches on a Week 1 victory? Bo Nix steps up, throws on the run, and the toes are down for Devon Valet. What a catch. Sideline, but in bounds. And we will take a look at this replay. Might have to put this one to music, though. Wide open, a little bit overthrown, and let's see those toes. They are down. What a catch. Wow. How about that for Denver? Extra point will put them up 4 scores here. And from this point forward, it is pretty much just going to be the Cam Ward show. And we're going to go ahead and skip this review. I'm pretty confident that's a touchdown. We'll double check what the officials think. Obviously, all scoring plays automatically reviewed. And this play will remain a touchdown for Devon Valet. Worked hard for that one. Plenty of time. Yeah, Denver can add to their lead. We'll see what happens. Nobody's safe in this one. Big extra point for Will Lutz, and the Denver Broncos lead is 25 here at home. 9-play, 82-yard drive for Bo Nix. One heck of a play. Falcons 28-3. Yeah, I don't know. They got 6 minutes, though. They don't have 17. 28-3 comeback in your first career game. Wouldn't that be something, though? Don't go anywhere. It's possible. You just never know nowadays, especially in Madden. But maybe a consolation touchdown would do some healing here for Tennessee. Cam Ward back out to the 23. It's going to be a learning experience. Tennessee doesn't expect to go to the Super Bowl this year, that's for sure. Just trying to build some chemistry, find a foundation up front, and find their franchise quarterback in Cameron Ward. Really have never had their franchise guy. Ryan Tannehill led them to a 1 seed at one point. The longtime Miami Dolphin, Jake Locker, pretty much the only other notable Tennessee Titan. Pass down the middle, hauled in by Okonkwo. Mean stiff arm as well. up to the 44. Good start there for Cam Ward. Denver, though, seems like they're playing a lot more conservatively here, and who would blame them? They are just ready to hit the showers and go back home after a well-deserved Week 1 victory. Aaron wants to pick badly. Still no turnovers in this one. Could be due, especially from the rookie. Cam Ward down the middle, though, delivering to Van Jefferson. 28-3 it is. Every Falcon fan's favorite score. So intrigued by Denver this coming year, though. Their defense should be great. And then their running back. Yeah, I would agree. They kind of patched all the holes they needed to. Got Evan Ingram as well. Pick time, says Flash Gordon. We'll see. Under 6 now. Here in the fourth quarter. Cam Ward looking for another deep ball, and there's the inaccuracy from a nervous rookie. Diving effort, though, got to be respected at the bare minimum. Bo Nix has got to be the happiest guy in the stadium, though. What a Week 1 he is having in year number 2. Very rare for a rookie quarterback to have as much success as he had. But Denver invites it with open arms. Check down football here is caught by Lockett inside the red zone with the run after catch to the 19. Doubts the defense win. Stay patient. We got plenty of football to be played here. Some might say too much time left. Cameron Ward from the empty. On 1st and 10, 4-man rush only from Denver. Ward looking for his first career touchdown, and he finds Calvin Ridley in the end zone, checking that box off. There you have it. Number 1 for number 1. Not even a replay. Just at that point in the contest where it really doesn't matter. Titans, though, finally ending a 28-0 run with that touchdown from Cam Ward. Joey Sly on for the extra point here. And he will put this one through the uprights, cutting the lead to 18, 5:11 to go here in this contest. Great drive, though, from Cam Ward. Better to let him score fast. Now we can see more Bo Nix. True. I don't think he'll be throwing the football a lot. See if they can recover the onside kick first, though. Assuming that's what's done here. And it will be. Joey Sly on for the onside kick attempt. One of probably a handful, and that is low. Not a bad effort, but it is picked up by the Broncos. Up to the 44. Trenton Sherfield, senior, with the recovery. First bit of action for him. And this one, he'll be wide receiver 4 this season. But you will get to see some more Bo Nix at the bare minimum. Onside kick rules are stupid now. I don't think they're as bad as they were, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Bo Nix back to it with the hand up to his rookie back, just looking to hang on to that football as best as he can and take the time away from the Tennessee Titans. Well, I will put the poll out there just because I want to. Every game this year, but I'll ask you who you think is going to win on a 2nd down and 8 here. Play clock winding down. Snapped with 5, and a handoff here is going to Audric Estime, hanging on the football by his side at the 25-yard line. All right, there you go. Who wins? Who do you guys think will win this game? Let's see. I wonder. Going to be a close poll, I bet. Get your votes in. Next now, from the empty here, surprisingly passing the football on 1st and 10. Wants that 4th touchdown, and he will check it down to Devon Bailey once again. And unsurprisingly, Broncos are 100% of the vote here. Can't say that shocks me too much. Time still ticking away here. Most fans starting to head towards their cars with a smile on their face. That pass is dropped by Evan Ingram. Good hit by Otis Reese, the 4th. You can only recover onside kick if your favorite color on a Tuesday is the same color as the sky when the clock strikes midnight in Alaska in December. Yeah, it seems about right. Somebody believes in Tennessee. What a BG Pro. I did not yet, no. Bring it up, 3rd and 6 here for Denver. Bo Nix on a 5-step drop, now stepping up in the pocket. He will take off, looking for a rushing touchdown to add to his total, and he is hit hard at the 2. Denver does not want that to happen this late in the game. Got to be smarter there, got to slide. Thought he was good for the corner of the end zone, but not quite. Chased down on the play by Otis Reese again. That was a big hit. I was right. Those 2 letters sum that one up pretty good. That looked painful. Glad to see Bo Nix is okay after that big time hit. 1st and goal from the 2. Still looking to throw the football here. Once passing touchdown number 4, sets his feet and checks it down to Evan Ingram, who has his 2nd of the day. This game is beyond over. Animation at the goal line. All right, bro. Good times. I'm out. We'll see you. Boombox Penny. Good check down there from Bo Nix. Finds his newest addition, Evan Ingram. That's a big completion. Bo Nix right now, I suppose, in essence, is your MVP frontrunner. Although anybody that opens up against the defending #1 overall draftees will probably put up a similar stat line. Kick is up and good, though, for Will Lutz. First team to break the 35-point threshold, I should say. Chargers did put up 34. Cam has plenty of time to score again. Yes, he does. To be fair, I don't think he has been playing terribly. Only missed a couple of passes here or there. Taken, I think, just 1 sack today. Has not turned the ball over either. So all things considered, not his fault that his defense has given up 35 points with 8-minute quarters. Heavily disappointing from this Titans. Back 11. Well, they understand that it's going to be a long process. Back to the postseason. Return taken out to the 29. Cam Ward will take back over. Nobody's turned it over yet. You would be correct. We're still got a couple of interceptions left over from that Steelers-Jets game. And the fumble interception fest that was. How about it? Rookie taking the field again, looking for consecutive touchdown drives here. Denver rushing 4. Cam Ward down the middle, uncorks one, complete again. Van Jefferson's got it. Well, he's not even supposed to be a top 3 target. I guess him and Traylon Burks will duke it out for wide receiver 3. But he's been putting up some numbers here in week 1. He will be feeling pretty good as we will tick our way down to the 2-minute warning. Broncos ahead by 25 here in the final moments of this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed a Bronco beatdown. Just about from the beginning. Tennessee did hold a lead, though, 1.3-0. As Ward down the sideline, a beautiful pass in the hands of Calvin Ridley. And a first down inside the 30. It's a beautiful ball from Cam Ward. Good pass, and he's out of bounds, too. Stopping the clock. PS2 and Van Jefferson leading receiver in this game in terms of receptions. One-on-one, Cam Ward going bottom of the screen, almost intercepted by Singleton. Dropping back into coverage that time was the linebacker. Nearly made a big play on the ball. Likely would have had an entourage to the end zone. Aaron almost had it. I'm smelling a strip sack here, personally. We'll see. Minute 52 to go now. On 2nd and 10. Cam Ward will fire this one downfield, and that is hauled in through the big hit by Van Jefferson. Tennessee is taking timeouts, though. They want their rookie to really assimilate into this offense, feel a lot more comfortable heading into week number 2. Cannot blame them. We'll see who they play, actually, in week 2. Titans week 2 opponents. And they will take on the LA Rams next week at home. Just want to get his mindset right heading into his home opener against the LA Rams in week 2. Check down is caught by Tyler Lockett. That'll be a first down to the 6. Ball don't lie, though. We'll see if the ball's going to lie. Still nearing the end of this competition. Rather boring game thus far. Titans defense just could not maintain pace. And that'll be a check down touchdown for Tyler Lockett, his first as a Titan. And back-to-back TD drives for Cam Ward. All right. Denver lead is chipped into again. Not going to look as pretty. But with a minute and 9 seconds, Tennessee scores their second touchdown. L's in the chat, we might be out of time for an interception or a turnover at all. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He will knock this one through. 2 for 2 with a field goal as well. 6 plays, 71 yards for Cameron Ward. A lot of brilliant first down tosses that drive. Why now when the game is almost ending, the Titans start to score like what? I mean, Denver at this point playing prevent defense, kind of letting it happen. Just letting time tick away. Not going to be as aggressive and ambitious, I believe. That's just kind of the way it's going to be in Tennessee for a while. Maybe you just want to win one of your first 3 or 4 games. Limit the turnovers for Cam Ward. Keep his confidence at an all-time high. It's a blueprint and a process in Tennessee. Joey Sly on for his second onside kick attempt. Scooped up again by Sherfield. And this game is over. And I guess they could still fumble, so A-Rod's got a chance here. At a late game turnover. Fumble would make this game a little bit spicy. I don't think it'll happen. But you never know. Tennessee probably will not be taking timeouts. Put up a mock draft guide. Titans go back, trust. It could happen. Nixon on first and 10. We'll hand this one off to R.J. Harvey. 6-yard pickup, and as expected, Madden knows when they're down 3 scores not to burn a timeout. So we should have one more play here. And we can head home fairly early. Very quick stream. We were about due for a blowout after some great contests the last few days. And should be the final snap taken here by the Denver Broncos in a Week 1 victory. Dominant from the get-go. That'll be no gain on that one. Outside a rush does not go according to plan for R.J. Harvey. But the day it does go exactly according to plan for Denver. Could not have written a better Week 1 start. This game is over. The Denver Broncos are 1-0 with a 35-17 victory over the Tennessee Titans at Mile High Stadium. And that will do it for this one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Cam Ward debut. He had himself a pretty good day, but a 5-touchdown afternoon for Bo Nix. That just about sums it up. Unbelievable game for him. And a great start to his MVP campaign. 92% completion percentage. So appreciate all of you tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.